Listen to the wind. It is the voice of your soul, bringing sustenance. Yeah. That's what we do, is we feed the soul to sustain us, and it's work, it's music, it's light, it is love, and that's what takes us there. Is we find that place within us where it is love and pure love. They say it's hard to find, but I don't think so. I wanted to tell you that soon we're going to open up the doors to a community, a way to join our community together. We're going to have webinars that are going to discuss the I Ching, discuss other things, and we've got so many people out there who are listening, reading the I Ching in so many countries, and we'll have the chance to all get together and to speak, and I'm going to be there to answer questions and do some translating of parts of the I Ching that maybe we don't get and understand. It's going to be membership. So we're all going to be, it's like bringing the tribe together. Bringing the tribe together. That's right. That's right. So we come to it on February 3rd, 2020. The time of Aquarius. That's right. Leave your good sense behind and come into my time, the time of the Aquarian. Yeah, that's me. I'm an Aquarian. This week, I said there's some very interesting words. I'm just going to a few of the words that we're seeing in this week's I Ching. What it is we're seeing, where it is that we're going, what it is that we are feeling right now with the I Ching. Here are the words, some words, separate. Separate, being separate. Decline, being worried about that, right? Decline. Heaven and energy and spirit power, responsiveness, self-sustenance, humility, influence. These are words that are kind of watchwords for us so often, we pay attention to them. And they're there to inform us, but also there for our own little translation that we're doing, that one that's always happening in our head where you hear something and then you kind of hear where it is and you hear what it says and you want to pay attention to it. And so we come to number 12, by being separate, decline. Yeah. The wisdom this week in times of discontent, self-sustenance and humility are advantageous. You have no influence. Man, we got to come to understand there's times like that when we really are rocking, right? They're listening to us. We're changing things. Excuse me, but that's not this time. We don't have influence. It's important that when you're looking into the I Ching, that you don't look to your past, because that's got nothing to do with it. You just stay present. Not your past, not your future. See, the readings are not for what's coming and not what has recently transpired. These readings apply to now, not yesterday, not a few minutes ago. You see, the cycle's unfolding and only the now exists because it's immediately in the past. Got that? On your path towards making your way to your goals, getting your desires looked after, taken care of, you're doing the best you can, but now you've hit some obstacles. I know you know what I'm talking about. The correct action is to stop, right? Stop. Often, when I'm doing my translation, I'm reading the I Ching, I say, persevere like the wind, right? Stay on it. This is not the time for that. This is the time to stop, right? Time to stop. These obstructions may come on really suddenly. And your advantage now is just to hold still. And don't look outside yourself. Look inside your own self for your wisdom and what's going to comfort you. And having compassion for this time of obstruction. It comes on fast, man. And it doesn't build up gradually and then slows you down. But this time, man, it is stop. you see. You're reacting like you've been under attack. You know that feeling of fight or flight? And you feel like, oh man, I got to confront this. I got to figure it out. I got to see what's blocking me, who's blocking me. I got to get there. This is not the time for that. Not appropriate. It is sometimes, but you see the work, capital W, that work now, it will be accomplished by looking within for the sustenance and energy needed to maintain your balance, your psychological, emotional, your spiritual equilibrium. That is what is important now. And it's not about going to battle, but to move to sacred stillness, right? Go to the temple, to be directed to come to a full stop. This arrives when it's time for introspection. There's an opportunity to move away from the noise and the angst generated when you're reaching out for gain, for place, pleasure, understanding, reaching out for love. You see, from here now, the benefit is to move into silence of your sacred internal space. It's here that recreation will occur, and it's time that we do that. You know, people say, it's time to, redo yourself, rebuild, and this is that time. So you consider, as you're moving on this track, you come across some situations that are not so good. People that are not, the people that are speaking of riches, and that I'm going to take you to a place that you're going to be honored. Come join with me. And these are some dark souls, man, and you're going to come up against them. But it's false. Right now, it's a trick of the ego. If you were to join with this negative dark side of the soul, which is your soul being reflected at you, your dark side, they'd get you into their game, and man, it is a game, don't doubt it. And it's not a benefit, it's not a path to honor, man. They say we got riches and it's easy to get them. You know the answer to that. If you're able to ask them, why do you believe in such a manner? Why do you behave in this way? And they answer, and it would shock you, because they're going to be honest, and they're going to say in one way or another, oh, I behave like this because I can. Oh, man, ouch. Hey, dig it. They're in their own game, and leave it to them. If you were to join them, even in cordiality, you'd be destined to fall and to fail. So you're advised to continue of what you know is the correct way of behavior, what's the correct way to act, and knowing that obstacles, such as the ones that you have encountered that are stopping you, are temporary and will soon fade when you come out of retreat and make your moves in correctness. You'll have a newfound strength when you emerge. You're going to find your purpose when you emerge. Do nothing other than making these movements of full stop useful. This period of stillness, this period of stillness and retreat will allow you to access what you have learned, what you have studied, what you have embraced and gained. And this is the way that you access it, right? Relationships, associations can be changing during this cycle. The benefit is not to engage. The benefit is not to get yourself all caught up in it, right? You will have a beneficial outcome, but you got to stay out of it. As you make your way to personal goals, like we said, you come to these dark souls, these reflections of your shadow, these people with little humility or integrity. You know they're not your soul tribe, and guess that they could be useful. And be cautious about whom you're going to associate now. Limit your social intercourse to where you feel trust. If you try in this challenging time to engage outside your trusted circle, you'll be met with misunderstanding, discord, and it could be dangerous. Go into retreat mode, right? That's sacred space with an open heart and just chill yourself. There are going to be temptations to use your energy, your ideas, your creativity to assist a person or project or some big commercial enterprise that's been languishing and is in difficult straits. It's tempting because the ideal of what you could accomplish is stirring your passion. And you know that you can do it. You see it. It's clear as a bell. Well, consider this well, because it might be a seduction. A seduction that could rob you of this rarefied moment when you assert and find confidence in your self-reliance, confidence in your inner strength. To venture into what is on offer at this moment would be folly. Don't do it. All the effort and the time, the love, everything you've thrown at it, man, it just might throw you out. And it would vanish, and you'd never be recovered. So listen up, listen. The ego would say that you've done so much good work in your time and made so many advances, so why not take your gifts? Why not take your ideas into the situations that are in front of you? You know, they're shining like tempting golden banners flying in the wind. You say, man, it must be fate. It must be destiny. That's the ego talking. At this moment in time, this is not an activation of truth. It's not fate, nor is it your destiny. It's a trick of the ego. One more time, baby. In which you're being shown many opportunities that look wonderful and seem to be right within your grasp. Things like easy love, easy fame, easy power. Don't be fooled. It won't work in this current cycle. Instead, stop. And in this pause, it's only a pause. Make the time pleasant. I mean, don't isolate yourself. Make it pleasant. Focus on being good to yourself. And the particular cycle, this one, it'll be short-lived. So look carefully at all offers that are coming your way right now. Do not act on them or accept them at face value. Contemplate all sides. Wait in stillness for the truth to be revealed. Just hit the microphone. As you preach on the road, you know, you find interference in trying to get things done or trying to have your mate or your tribe, your associates understand you. Oh, I'm not understood. Oh, wah. But look, you can see it so clearly. Why can't they see it, man? I see it. Don't try to figure that out. You can't do it, you see, because the why, people don't understand it, doesn't matter. It's just that you're not being heard. Just wrap your head around it. It's an opportunity for you to stop. Right? Without making excuses, not feeling guilty, just stop. If you refuse, it could bring danger on the physical plane, no kidding, and on a deep emotional level where you could get wounded. You see, you're vulnerable now because you've been working on all these areas to open yourself up, trying to find balance. Right now, there's not a person, there's not a book, there's not a lemonade cleanse or a process that will aid you at this point. So don't waste your precious energy running this way, running that. When you're met with an obstacle, consider all aspects, both sides of the coin, and stop. Contemplate. Do not fear the darkness of this part of the cycle. This darkness, which is in the natural order of things, will pass, and then you're going to be left with a clarity that will give you more confidence and more strength. Decisions you make and the actions you take when you move out of stillness will lead to a time of great progress. Bring you time of abundance, what you've wanted, see? Fulfillment is close. It's very close. But if you don't pull up on the reins, whoa, trigger, don't pull up on the reins, now you would cloud your vision and diminish the energy. This energy that you really need right now to receive and embrace these hidden gifts. Walk into the mystery with no fear. Walk into the mystery with no fear. That's a big one to hear. See, if you were to ignore this advice and proceed, what you would create in this cycle would be lacking of the true essence of your highest good, your soul purpose. No matter how good and forward-thinking it may be, because it's going to look good, yourself, you are going to be overlooked and you're going to be ignored. The appropriate conduct this time consists of strengthening your resolve to be the best person that you could be, being morally, ethically strong in times of obstruction. That's going to serve you well now. You see, the grand elixir here is to be acting with dignity and integrity and compassion and kindness. Go within during these days. Continue the work that must be done. And know that anything new or that which looks like it would achieve glory or riches, that's got to be put on hold right now. It's going to be there. But you got to regenerate yourself before you take it. You got to activate your free will. During times of obstruction like these, it'll be of great benefit to play, have fun, and be in joyous celebration, and dance like you do when nobody's watching. Maintain an open heart in this stillness. This is a cycle of obstruction, and it will pass. Walk with peace in every step. So says Thich Nhat Hanh. Walk with peace in every step. And think about that. What a beautiful world it would be, right? Yeah, repair what's got to be repaired. Repair it. See it clearly. Move into this time of great abundance right after you stop. And be sure to take care of yourself during this time. I hear angels, do you? Listen to the wind. It's the voice of your soul bringing sustenance. That's the wind. Listen to it and open your heart up. Is the Anonymous 4, if you wondered. If you want love, be the love. If you want peace, teach peace. That's how it works. I send so much love to the goddesses listening. I see you, I feel you, I do. And the men out there, guys, I tell you, I may have told you too much to be gentlemen and look after the women in your life. I say to the women, look after your men. In lots of ways, they're baby boys. And it's not like it's going to be a hard thing, but just a little sustenance goes such a long way, really. Just a little bit of care, a little bit of affection, a little bit of love. It changes everything for men because it doesn't happen that much. I know it's hard to believe. See all these guys who are so cocky and this girl and that girl and all that. They're just not getting any. I mean, they're getting, they're getting laid and stuff, but they're not getting any sustenance. A little bit of affection, a little bit of love. In Lakesh Alakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Yes, I do. Namaste, my brothers. Namaste, my sisters. In Lakesh Alakin. I am the other you. And I like it that way. Just right there, yeah. Like that way, yeah. Hey, this summer I'll be in Europe. I'll be in Stockholm teaching if you're around. I'm going to be in Spain doing a retreat. So watch the website for where I'm going to be and come show up. And like I said at the beginning, we're putting together some webinars to have some open discussions, all of us together. New meditations, new ideas, it's all coming.